Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 50th Annual General Meeting of Bata Company, Bangladesh Limited. To avoid large gathering at one place and maintain social distancing for COVID-19, we are arranging our AGM this year by using a digital platform as per the guideline of Bangladesh Securities and Exchange Commission. Now I am seeking permission from the Honorable Chairman of the Board of Directors to commence the 50th Annual General Meeting of Bata Company, Bangladesh Limited.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. I permit and request you to commence proceedings of the meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Now we will hear a recitation from Holy Quran. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate your presence at the 50th Annual General Meeting of Bata Company, Bangladesh Limited. In the beginning, I would like to introduce you the present member of Board of Directors and senior executives in connected in today's AGM. First of all, I introduce Mr. Rajiv Gopalakrishnan, Chairman of Board of Directors of Bata Company, Bangladesh Limited. Now, Mr. Anirban Atish Kumar Ghosh, Vice Chairman and Managing Director of the company. Mr. Shoibal Sinha, Director. Mr. K.M. Rezaul Hasnat, Independent Director. Mrs. Rupali Chaudhuri, Independent Director. And Mr. Shambhunatha Jha, Finance Director. We have so far received proxy from Buffy Netherlands BV, Netherlands, our sponsor, for 9,576,000 shares, which represents 70% of shares in favor of Mr. Anirban Ghosh, Vice Chairman and Managing Director of the company. Valued shareholders, you must aware that the voting line of the AGM was open 24 hours before the meeting and it will remain open till the close of the meeting. We request you to exercise your voting right if you have not done so as yet. With the permission of Honorable Chairman, I am now reading out some comments, suggestions, and questions asked by the valued shareholders. Mrs. Johora Zabin, folio number 025829, he read in Bengali. He said that বোর্ডকে তারা ধন্যবাদ জানিয়েছেন 100% ক্যাশ ডিভিডেন্ড দেওয়ার জন্য। Mr. Mozammel Haq Hussain, he said that please improve the quality of shoes and customer service. Mr. Ajizul Haq, folio number 009483, he said that what initiative company has taken for focusing on rural area business. I would like to answer these questions. Actually, your company always try to cover the business all over the Bangladesh through retail and wholesale channel. To cover the rural area business, the company has 25 distributors and more than 27 registered dealers all over Bangladesh. However, besides the above, we have started an urban franchises business in rural area to cope up with the rural customer, as well as redesign the wholesale business to attract the rural areas customers. Another shareholder, Mr. Shohorab, his BO account number 120147000021711. He write in Bengali, so I am reading in Bengali. He said that Bismillah Rahman Rahim, সম্মানিত চেয়ারম্যান, পরিচালক বৃন্দ, ব্যবস্থাপনা পরিচালক এবং শেয়ারহোল্ডার ভাই ও বোনেরা, আসসালামু আলাইকুম। বাটা শু কোম্পানি বাংলাদেশ লিমিটেডের 50তম ভার্চুয়াল AGM করার জন্য ধন্যবাদ জানাই। 100% লভ্যাংশ প্রদান করার জন্য ধন্যবাদ প্রকাশ করছি। কোম্পানির সুনাম অনুযায়ী আপনার কাছে সবসময় সম্মানিত বিনিয়োগকারীগণ বেশি লভ্যাংশ প্রত্যাশা করেন। অর্ধশত বছর উদযাপন উপলক্ষে ডিজিটাল প্ল্যাটফর্মে উপস্থিত শেয়ারহোল্ডারদের উপহার দেওয়ার জন্য আহ্বান করছি। এই করোনা কালে সকল কর্মচারী কর্মকর্তাদের বেতন ও বোনাস এবং অন্যান্য সুবিধাদি যেন বহাল থাকে। আশা করি আগামীতে বিনিয়োগকারীদের প্রত্যাশা পূরণ করবেন এবং এই স্বার্থে আপনারা কাজ করবেন। ধন্যবাদ। Then another shareholder, Mohammad Mansur Akant, BO number 120158000184217. He also thanks the board for final cash dividend 25%, and he also expects that in the coming year the company will pay more bonus. Then last, another shareholder, Hasina Rahman, his BO account number 120245000266088. She would like to know what is the overall performance of Bata Bangladesh during the year 2021. We'd like to inform you that during the year 2021, Bata Bangladesh performed much better than last year. Its revenue increased by 52%, but the cost of sale increased by 30%, and operating expense increased by almost 17%. It means that the company has a good control over its expense, both direct and indirect. However, the company has never compromised on the quality of the shoes in respect of its cost control. However, its actual production was almost 17.7 million pair of shoes during the year 2021, and it sold almost 18.6 million pair of shoes. The company come back with a positive profit before tax BDT 48 million from last year negative PBT 1,594 million, which indicate that the business is moving forward and improving day by day. Actually, this was the shareholders' comments and their reaction. With the permission of the chairman, now I am reading out the agenda of the meeting and the results of the voting every agenda. Agenda number 1, to receive, consider, and adopt the director's report for the year 31st December 2021. Resolved that the director's report for the year in 31st December 2021 be and is hereby resolved and considered as adopted. Ladies and gentlemen, we have received so far 1 crore 1 crore 2,10,158 vote in favor and none of vote against. As the majority of the vote in favor of the agenda, I declare the agenda passed and declare the resolution carried by majority. Agenda number 2, to receive, consider, and adopt the financial statements of the company and auditor's report thereon for the year end 31st December 2021. Resolved that the financial statement for the year end 31st December 2021 and the report of the auditors thereon are hereby received and adopted. Ladies and gentlemen, here we also received 1 crore 2,09,494 vote has been cast in favor and none of the vote cast against. Based on the majority, I also declared the agenda passed by majority. The agenda number 3 was to approve the dividend as recommended by the directors. The final cash dividend of 25% at a rate of Taka 2.5 share amounting to Taka 34,200,000 on 13,680,000 shares of Taka 10 each of the company be and is hereby declared on 25th April 2022 to be paid to those shareholders name appeared in the and on the register on the depository register as at record date 23rd May 2022 as per the notice of the 50th annual general meeting dated 25th April 2022 subject to declaration of withholding tax and other taxes as applicable. In addition, an interim cash dividend of 75% at a rate of Taka 7.5 per share amounting to Taka 102,600,000 declared in October 2021 and already paid in December 2021, thus make a total cash dividend of 100% at a rate of Taka 10 per share, amounting to Taka 136,800,000 on 13,680,000 shares of Taka 10 each for the year 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, here also 1 crore 2,10,569 number of votes have been cast in favor and none of the vote have been cast against. Based on the majority, I declare the agenda passed and declare the resolution carried by majority. Our next agenda was elect the directors. Resolved that the directors, Mr. Rajiv Gopalakrishnan, Mr. Shoibal Sinha, Mr. K.M. Rezaul Hasnat, Independent Director, Mrs. Rupali Haq Chaudhary, Independent Directors, who are retiring under the Article of 104 of the company's Articles of Association, be and is hereby elected as Director of the company. Ladies and gentlemen, we have also so far received 1 crore 2,10,569 vote has been cast in favor and none of the vote have been cast against. Based on the majority, I declared the resolution carried by majority. Our last agenda was to appoint statutory auditor and corporate governance auditor and fix their remuneration for the year 22. Resolved that the Hossain Farad and Company Chartered Accountant to be and is hereby appointed as statutory auditor of the company for the year 2022 with a remuneration of Taka 700,000, and Orun and Company Chartered Accountant Company be and is hereby appointed as auditor in compliance with corporate governance of the company for the year 2022 with a remuneration of Taka 65,000. Here we also receive vote 1,210,569 number of votes have been cast in favor and none of the vote have been cast against. Based on the majority, I also declared the agenda pass and declared the resolution carried by majority. Ladies and gentlemen, that conclusion the proceedings of the agenda of 50th annual general meeting of the company. Thank you very much for your patience hearing. Now I would request the Honorable Chairman of the Board to deliver his concluding speech or something like that.
Thank you, Reza. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I thank you very much for your attendance today. I look forward to meeting you again. But before I go, I would invite the Managing Director, Anirban Ghosh, to say a few words. A lot of good work has been done in the last 1 year and also in this year. So I would like him to give a highlight of the key areas where we have focused. Anirban, please.
Yeah. Thank you, Rajiv. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Rajiv. So as we moved into 2021, after a very difficult year in 2020, our biggest challenge was that, how do we revive the business? How do we have a strong team? Because we were very sure that 2021 will be a better year than 2020. And how do you continue to ensure that our customers, our shoppers, they feel safe in our stores? So ensure that our stores, they continue on the hygiene and safety so that our shoppers can come out and walk into our stores and feel safe about shopping in our stores. So these were the priorities essentially, to ensure a safe hygiene and safe environment for shoppers, to ensure a great team for us to go and exploit the opportunities which 2021 was throwing up. So we went on in 2021 with a lot of vigor. Of course, there was a little bit of a problem in the midway because we again had COVID, but I'm very happy to say that we bounced back. We bounced back very strongly. We did miss the Eid sales because Eid is a very strong contributor to our overall business. We didn't have a full Eid impact in 2021, but then we said that there is more in the year. So in the second half of the year, we actually bounced back very strongly with a strong team. We actually went and diversified a lot into other channels. Our entire approach was that we must make our shoes reach to the customer wherever the customer is. So therefore, we innovated a wholesale model, which took us to smaller towns, which took us to rural markets, and ensured that the Bata brand is very much visible and available for the customer in these markets. We also innovated and built a very strong franchise business model, which allowed us to go into tier 2, tier 3 towns and expand the footprint of Bata and give the customer the Bata experience of shopping in a Bata store in the smaller towns. We also went and really strengthened our collection of shoes, and we ensured that more and more customers experience the stores and experience the rich collection that we have, the value-added collection, and we wanted to bring in comfort with style, which is what we are striving for to bring to the customers. So this is something we said that it should be made accessible to all customers walking into any store of Bata, whether it is in wholesale market or whether it is in a franchise store or our store. Therefore, with having done all this, we improved our margins, we improved our brand scores, we improved our market shares, and this really helped us to build a strong business. Side by side, we also did a lot of activities in terms of building a diversity focus in the organization. Today, I'm very happy to say that our diversity contribution has moved up quite a few notches from what it was 2 years back. We also are very much involved in our community building work, in our BCP activities with certain schools that we work in Bangladesh, the lesser privileged children. And there we've been doing some very, very fundamental work with these children. And Last but not the least, I would like to say that we have come out of 21 very strong, very confident, very resilient, and we look forward to a very, very strong 2022. Thank you.
Thanks, Anirban. That's nice to hear, at least for all of us to see where we are today. Let me take this opportunity to thank the board, Rupali, as well as David, for the big support. I think last 2 years has been really tough for all of us, and I think the company came back very strongly. The board has really been strong with us and supporting us as always. I think good guidance, and we hope to pay back at least in 22 in a much stronger way in terms of the results. And I'm sure we had a great business, I think, this year. So I think you will see the results coming in very, very strong in 22. So thank you very much. And I look forward to seeing you all again next year. And I think I can now close the meeting. I can declare the meeting as closed. Reza?
Yes, sir, you can. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
all.
you.
Bye.
Bye.